What up? What up? This is Mike, the philosopher, along with the panel, Sean B. and Kamal Aristo. And today is this topic is funny to me, but it must be discussed, must be talked about, because there are two different voices of opinion. Y'all can chime in if you want. Put whatever you believe in the comments. It's all good with us, but it has to be talked about because it is getting to a point where it's just needs to be discussed so that all parties, or both sides of the story, I should say, can get what they think out. Not necessarily here to change no minds, because we know people are stubborn in their brains and they thinking patterns, and a lot of times people cannot see the other side, but we're going to discuss it anyway. And here we go. So the topic of today, again, BMR, we cover reviews, rankings, and existential question. Today is an existential question, and that is the earth flat? Okay, now Kamal Aristo, come with it. You tell me, what is the earth, man? And bring your best evidence, your best proof, your best ideas, your best.
According to BMR,
theories.
You know, through all my rankings, according to the truth.
Okay. To the truth.
You know, let's go into it. You know, what it say?
What does it say? You tell me.
You don't know, do we?
No, look. This is your time to shine.
Real fast. I'm gonna put it out real fast. 1 Timothy 6 and 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it's certain we can take nothing out. So the bottom line of that being said, I want all the viewers to go look it up. The firmament. The firmament. Let's go back into it and see what it said about the firmament, because we know nobody is leaving this place. That's the bottom line. So now you tell me, 20 years ago, and we see these heathens on the doing their interview, looking all goofy. You know, they lied. You know, just how they lied about giving them boys that medicine in prison. You know, that Tuskegee Institute thing.
Tuskegee, but yeah, I got you.
The same liars, the same ones that got us on the love boat that was buck breaking us. You know, now they gave us this ball to live on. You know, we evolved from monkeys. We don't know, we jumping around on this ball. But you know, the truth tell us a whole lot different, you know. So 20 years ago, they jumping around on the moon, you know, and it's all over the internet that it's false. They was false flagging, you know, perpetrating the fraud, pump faking, you know, doing none of that. You know, Neil Armstrong in this dying age right now, oh, he telling the kids, that was just a bunch of bullshit, you know. Basically.
Right, but here's the thing, man. I want you to give me proof that the earth is we're living in a dome and the earth is flat, other than the book that was written over 2,000 some odd years ago. Give me proof that the earth is flat and we're living in a dome.
I can't do that, you know. They got all the
Oh, you can't do that?
I don't, you know what the words say? Every man is a liar, you know, and I know them heathens is lying, you know.
Yeah, and you're reading the book full of them.
Yeah, that's what you think.
You are, but you're believing that. Look,
you ain't trying to get nobody to change what.
I'm just saying, why can't you give me some kind of proof that it's flat?
We got. And in this world, you know, we got how many Christians or whatnot, you know, that believe, you know, all they gotta do.
Dude, you stalling, Ski.
Believe what
you stalling. Give me some proofs. Give me some.
Not.
So I just Googled, did the Egyptians believe Earth is flat? And the first three articles that popped up says that Egyptians believed the Earth was a square with four corners, and so like a flat disc plane surrounded by waters. I also Googled, when was the idea that Earth is is a round shape? When was that presented? And that said by the ancient Greeks in, I think they said 5 BCE. So shortly after the Egyptians fell, they came up with the theory or the idea that the Earth is round, and they've been presenting it. The ancient Greeks and that bloodline have been presenting to the world that the world is round. But before that, right? Because written history goes back to 3500 BCE, starting with the ancient Egyptians, who taught people how to navigate, taught people medicine, taught them astronomy, right? They had a different belief than what is being presented to us in today's time. So I believe that would be the biggest reason why in today's time that is the argument, because going off of what Cuz is saying, the Bible presents the earth to be they give the what is the word?
This is going to
description of it. They give the description of it, but they don't say, hey, it's a dome, it's a square, it's a triangle. You know, they don't say a specific shape. Only in recent history, might I add, has it been quoted as being round.
Okay, well, this is going to sting a little bit, y'all. Okay, but the Bible is wrong. Okay, the earth is not a dome. The earth is not flat. If the earth was flat from a plane, you should be able to see China. You cannot see China. Okay, there is a such thing as called gravity. Now, I know gravity, for whatever reason, is a hard concept for a lot of people to understand. But gravity exists. What does gravity do? Gravity pulls you back towards the earth. Nothing is safe from gravity, not even air. Air stays on earth. Water stays on earth. Humans stay on earth. If you go from the top of a building and you jump off, you will see gravity in effect. Okay? And the results are not going to be promising. Gravity exists. There is no dome. It's not flat.
Play-Doh.
It is round. It's circular. It's a spinning ball. Okay.
So in the 4th century, BC, Plato, the Greek astronomer, wrote about spherical Earth. And by about 330 BC, his former student Aristotle continued that thought process.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. What is the sun? Is the sun flat? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is the sun flat?
The sun seems to be round.
Sun seems to be round. That is the correct answer.
It seems to be a ball of light to me. But
what is the moon?
Appears to be round.
Appears to be round. If everything that is a planet, and yes, Earth qualifies as a planet. If everything that qualifies as a planet is round, why would the Earth be different? It is, you know, I would say there are a lot of celestial bodies out there that are round. Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn.
When he sitteth upon the circle of the earth. Yeah, these heathens, they've been going all around this place since Columbus and them. They've been traveling, going here to and fro. They've been going everywhere, you know.
Since they got taught.
To the ends of the earth. They know the ends of the earth. That's it. That's why they got their sun now. It's 5 times hotter than the sun. It's 5 times hotter. We can get past it now. Dig that.
Look, stick on the subject, Ski.
So what I'm saying is, I am sticking to the subject, you know, because what I'm reading.
Okay, so look, you didn't really answer my question, right? Everything else out there is round, right? The sun, the moon. Why would the moon be round and the earth be
on the circle
flat?
of the earth?
Huh? Let me ask you this. Why?
He can't see him underneath the ball. He can't see us underneath the ball. We know it's underneath the ball because it sits on foundations.
Let me ask you this. Why hasn't the moon flow away right now? Why is it stuck to the earth?
It's stuck to the earth.
Yeah. Right? It the same face faces earth, right? And it moves around earth. Why is it stuck to the earth?
It's doing its job.
No, I mean, how?
That's a whole different story right there.
It's doing its job?
Yeah. And they ain't never,
how is it stuck to the earth?
And that we know.
How is there a magic rope that's holding it together, that's holding it? Is there a magic rope?
Man didn't put it up there.
Man didn't put it up there.
They're trying to put up another sun though, ain't it?
But why is the moon stuck to the earth? I know y'all like to escape the question, but please answer the question.
It'll tell you about the signs of the moon, you know, and what it's for. But like I was saying, you know, and he made the firmament and divided the waters.
Can you answer the question?
Which is above the firmament.
Ski, why is this moon stuck to the earth? How is the moon stuck to the earth?
I'm going off what the Most High said, you know.
What did he say?
And his signs about the moon. Now you asking why the moon's stuck to the earth.
Yeah, what's keeping the moon connected to the earth? Why ain't it just flying away?
You know about the red moon and all that.
It's within the firmament. That would be my answer.
Yeah.
It's within the firmament.
Firmament, the sun and the moon. It's not outside.
The sun is in the firmament?
It's not where, you know,
in my opinion,
cracking going and stuff. You know.
What regulates the firmament? What is there, like an invisible glass?
Yeah, just like they say the ozone. That little layer that they speaking of, they can't get past. It's called the firmament.
How far does the firmament reach? How far does the firmament reach?
And as a molten looking glass. Yeah, let's read.
How far does the firmament reach, Sean?
It's pretty far out there. I mean, it's big enough to fit the sun and the moon, if you ask me.
4 corners of the earth.
You know what you just described? A solar system. A solar system.
The firmament? How you figure that?
If it reaches towards the sun.
No.
Okay, you tell me. Explain this firmament, because is it glass? What makes it?
Do the book say anything about all of these other planets and Jupiters and celestial bodies?
Them fallen. We talked about that before with the Eternals. They'll show you that in their movies.
Let me Google this. Now let me Google this. Did the ancient Egyptians believe there was?
Look. I don't want their interpretation. I want y'all interpretation. What dictates a firmament? What is inside and what is outside the firmament?
Yeah.
What is inside and what is outside?
Evil. Yeah. Evil is underneath and within the firmament. That's where you got cast to. Let's read.
Sean, what is inside and outside? I don't know what Ski talking.
What's that one Chris Brown song when he was talking about that falling? I wish I would the falling something. They know what's going on. Ain't no leaving this place. You know, ex Bart Simpson them.
So is Mars in the firmament?
Mars.
Nah. Mars not in the firmament, Pop.
Okay,
And,
so y'all tell me how they got robots through the glass. Because I'm gonna tell you,
They didn't get through the glass.
No, there is some robots on Mars right now. How did they get there?
Through the glass, though.
Through the glass? So there's like an exit door? What is it?
Denver somewhere.
Somebody opened the door for them and said you can walk, you can fly through. Who is opening this glass door so that, because you just said Mars is not in the firmament. So if it's not in it, that means it's outside, right? So how did the robots get there if it's covered with glass? Anybody's welcome to answer. Okay. Okay.
What was the question? I'm sorry. What was the question?
Jupiter and Saturn, them gods.
Jupiter and Saturn are gods?
Yeah.
Jupiter, well, they're Greek gods, but Jupiter and Saturn are planets. Okay. And they used to be called something else by the ancient Egyptians, but the planet names were stolen by the Greeks or the Romans.
So that
the third.
Yeah, they had some pretty complicated names when Egyptians, what Egyptians called them. So they just done away with all of those names and they just used the Greek stuff. So that's where that is. And I was looking up what were the planets called before the Greeks got their grubby hands on it, and I found out that they were named some different names. But talking about flat Earth, everything that you see in the sky, the sun, the moon, even some planets out there, are all round. Why would Earth be flat? Unless you're dealing with some people who are ignorant to how the Earth and the solar system worked back then, and they wrote in the book. They did the best they could. They tried to make sense of what they seen, and what they seen what looked like a flat Earth, but it is not. And actually, it's easy to find that out because all you got to do is do shadow tests on the ground. Okay, the shadow is going to cast differently from a distance than it will from a further distance.
I mean, but if we go with that argument,
that's how you know there's
a dome wouldn't be out the theory.
That's how you know there's curvature. Okay, you can look at the ocean and see where the curvature drops off. Yeah. If you look further enough.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. Now you don't see an ocean forever. You don't see an ocean. You don't see an ocean going towards China, do you?
Yeah.
You don't see. Or Africa. You don't see one, do you?
No. Crazy. They made the ball.
Now, if you could see Africa and then you could see China, you may have a case for a flat Earth. But right now, the joint is round.
Yeah.
And what's keeping everybody on Earth is gravity.
We'll see the North and South Pole too.
What do you mean the North and South poles? What do that have to do with anything? All those is the absolute. Actually, the North and South Pole is where the magnetic fields are. Okay, and you can tell because the energy that's from the sun, the sun particles or whatever, they come down and they come down at the north, and then you get the northern lights, and that's how you got northern lights. It's because those sun particles, they dive straight into the poles, and especially the North Pole, where you get the northern lights.
Okay, these heathens ain't going to the moon no more. Where they going now?
They are going to the moon. Jeff Bezos going to the moon. Elon Musk is going to Mars. Both round planets. Okay? Round planets.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't nothing flat.
No, it's not.
Right?
Round planets they going into.
So like I was telling you before, in a lunar eclipse, okay, you can see the shadow of the Earth on the moon. And you can see the joint is round.
Who was on the moon?
You don't have to be on the moon to see it, man.
Oh,
You see the shadow of the Earth on the moon because the sun is behind the Earth and it shines a light onto the moon. And it shines that shadow of the Earth onto the moon because the moon is on the far end and the Earth is in the middle and the sun is on the other end. And the sunlight shows the shadow of the Earth on the moon. And it shows a round planet.
Well, they got leaks of the moon landing cut scenes filmed in the Nevada desert.
Listen, you changing the subject. Okay? We talking about flat Earth. Now you want to protest whether or not they landed on the moon. I ain't talking about that. Don't get off the subject. Don't get off the subject. You just get this work, okay?
You talking about
just get this work.
That's right. Just get this work.
Mars and Jupiter.
Funny.
Earth. We're talking about Earth. You're talking about some round planets that nobody never been on and seen, or they just gave us some images of them.
All you got to do is look at the shadow of the Earth on the moon, and you will see the joint is round. That's it.
That image of the Earth. That image of
It
Earth.
ain't flat.
That.
It ain't flat.
Who believes that? That's the image of Earth.
Do you believe what your eyes see? Look for yourself. Ain't nobody got to tell you nothing. All you got to do is look, and you will see that you'll see the shadow of the Earth on the moon, and it's round. Period. It's a lunar eclipse.
They faked that moon landing thing,
Now you want to go back on that. That
image.
Now you want to go back on that because you deflecting what I'm telling you about this flat Earth. Because I'm gonna dissect this whole thing from now on. This whole idea that this Earth is flat is BS.
That's
okay?
NASA. That's NASA's job, and they did a very poor job at it, with all of the stunts and the fake things that got leaked online, astronauts,
Do the sun rotate around the Earth in 24 hours?
That's what they tell you.
Is that how you get like how big is the sun?
That's what they told you.
How big is the sun? Let's start there. Because for that to happen, the sun will really only have to be the size of a meteor or something like that.
Perfect distance from us, right? Not too close, not too hot. One degree closer, we burn up. 1 degree farther away, we freeze to death. It's put in perfect position. That's how you put it.
I'm only talking about a couple, maybe a 2 miles or so in the sky, and it's only the size of probably a basketball or something. Okay, only the size of a car, because if the Earth is flat, then that means China can't see the light. And if they can't see the light, it's because the sun is so small. Now that's kind of ironic, right? Because you should be able to see the sun no matter where it is. If the earth is truly flat, they should still be able to see the sun. I mean, we could see stars light years away. And China can't see the sun?
Stars? Oh, there go them stars, cuz
yeah, we can see stars light years away. But you mean to tell me China can't see the sun?
But they can't see them when they're in outer space, and they still light years away.
What do you
from
mean
wherever they
when they're in outer space? I'm talking about on a day-to-day basis. It should be daytime, 24 hours on Earth. If the Earth was flat, it would be daytime 24 hours. Pause. It would be daytime 100% of the time because the sun will be shining over the whole Earth all the time. The only way to avoid that is if you got a round planet and it rotates and it's in the shadow of the sun. And that's when you get night. But if the Earth is flat, you got 24-hour daylight because the sun is that bright. It's obviously the closest star to us, and we see stars, light years away from us.
It make a lot of sense. You're making a lot of sense right now.
Am I getting to you? Good.
Yeah, the same people that, tore down them towers, they gave you that spinning ball.
No, the same people who went in them towers reading the same book you read. That's what's going on. And people who do that, and I'm not knocking anybody who, have their belief system. That's cool. I got my own belief system. But what I'm saying is when you get to a point where you read and you believe everything that's in that book from a bunch of people who did not have the knowledge that we have today, it boggles my mind why you stick with old information that is not even relevant, not even correct. Okay, at first everybody thought that the sun rotated around the earth until Copernicus, I believe it was Copernicus, said no. Actually, the earth rotates around the sun. Y'all got it wrong. Okay, it's a lot of things in that book that was put in there, and what happened is they didn't like that because it wasn't in the book. Don't tell people the truth.
He's a Greek astronomer. You're actually right, Copernicus. Yeah.
Don't tell people the truth.
Copernicus, no, huh?
No, I don't. This was right after they was trying to take over Egypt and all of that. This is like right during that era.
Don't tell.
It says 100 to 170 AD.
Yeah, don't tell them the truth because it's not in the book, and we don't like people having new information.
You're gonna go against 3,500 years of written history from the ancient Egyptians who just taught you. It was
from a group of people who did not have the knowledge that we have today.
We don't got the knowledge that they had then. Let's go build a pyramid the same way that they did without disturbing Earth.
It can be done.
Perfectly.
It could be done.
Cannot. They don't have the technology yet, Pop. They don't even know how they lifted them stones. They still theorizing.
You think we couldn't? You think we couldn't do that now? You think we couldn't do that now?
I know we can't do that now.
That is ridiculous.
Our cranes would fail in that.
Go to Vegas.
Pops, you know it.
Go to Vegas.
In Vegas, are you seriously comparing?
You'll see a pyramid that actually has the light shining from the top, just like the ones in Egypt were supposed to have. Yeah. Except theirs is still illuminated, still working. You think we can't build a pyramid now? We have the technology to do that
in that area. In the Sahara Desert,
they were surprised that they did it without the technology that we have right now. That's what's so shocking about it. But we got the technology today. We have the technology today.
No, Pops. If that's the case, they would have all types of new pyramids up over there right now. Dude, as tourists. Hey, come stay in a new pyramid next door to the pyramid. They don't know how to do it, Pop.
Look at the buildings that they've built, Sean. Are you serious?
We talking about in America, Pops. We not talking about in the Sahara Desert on top of sand with them size boulders.
Right now, we have technology to replicate a pyramid. The only shocking thing about it is they were surprised that they had technology to do it back then, but it's nothing to do with today. Are y'all serious? I mean, we built the Hoover Dam. You think we can't build a pyramid? That's ridiculous.
No, we can't. Not like that. Not to that degree.
Y'all,
not to that degree, but I'm glad you give them that credit though. That's dope.
That's Stockholm. I mean, come on.
I ain't got nothing to do with Stockholm. Listen,
we got
the technology. We got the technology to do that. We built the Hoover Dam. We built the Great Wall of China. We built all of that stuff. And there's a building in Dubai right now. It's the tallest building in the world. I mean, it reaches up into the clouds.
Like the Twin Towers was and all of that.
Well, it's even taller than those.
Get your insurance policy ready.
And y'all think we ain't got technology to build pyramid? We got technology to do that.
Not like those.
They just surprised that they had the technology back then.
The pyramid in Las Vegas will get shredded. Shredded.
What are you talking about?
Why you think these pyramids have lasted for so long? It's due to how they were built and the material that it was built with. Like they can't replicate that, Pop. Listen, not on that type of soil.
They can easily replicate that.
Never. But if that's the case, it wouldn't be no theories. They'd say exactly what's what. They'd be like, they did it with this technology. Hotel,
you have to make it hollow. Why would you make it full? Jam-packed like the pyramids in Egypt is. That makes zero sense. They only had a couple of tombs or a couple of tunnels or things like that, just so the pharaoh can lay to rest in the tombs. But it wasn't a hotel. Okay, so if you're going to build a pyramid and you're going to build it in Las Vegas, you're going to make it hollow so you can put some effing rooms in it.
Way to cover for them, but the pyramid in Vegas is not compatible to the pyramids in Africa. No way, shape, form, or how.
It was trying to replicate the pyramid so it can have guests in the hotel.
Just by structure, but it's nothing like it's not even compatible. Nowhere near.
Try to be.
But I'm saying you brought that up for comparison. You saying we have the technology to recreate what they created?
Yeah, we could do that.
No, we don't.
We could do that. We could do it many different ways. We have the technology today. For y'all, listen. China, they just built another sun. Okay.
The sun.
So y'all think that we couldn't build pyramids like they did in Egypt today? That is ridiculous. They just built the sun.
So then they should have a definitive answer, man. There ain't gonna be no theories, man. That's funny.
Y'all. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Listen. We have the technology. The earth is round and we're all stuck on the earth due to gravity. And to answer your question, which you dodged all day, Ski, the sun, the moon is connected to the earth due to gravity. That's why it hasn't flown away yet, because it's stuck to the earth.
No, I call that science fiction.
You can call it what you want. It is what it is.
Let's read.
No, don't read.
Then we get somewhere.
you ain't getting nowhere doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, especially in that book.
Same heat as I
pick
told
up some science books and some, and do some more critical thinking.
What the book belongs to and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now we supposed to disregard it and believe Bill not a bullshit guy.
Yes, because guess what? All that stuff is proven. And when you start listening and learning and all that stuff and that new science and that new technology, you will then have the knowledge to build your own sun.
oppressor.
You
White
will then
suprem-
have the knowledge to
white
do
supremacy.
these things and
You know?
create internets that you're on, and apps that you're on,
Slave master
and
gave us a
phones
tool.
and computers and stuff that you're on. For somebody who don't really agree with science, you sure is using a lot of it. Facts.
Science and shit.
Yeah. You talk about Bill Nye the Science Guy, but let me click on Zoom and let me get on the internet because this technology. I don't believe this technology is pseudoscience, but this joint is working pretty good right now. I mean, it's hypocritical, man.
Technology. It ain't science. Science is the
same thing. Same thing.
That medicine they trying
You
to
get
give
technology from
That's
science. You get technology from science. It's the same thing, or engineering. Same thing. Engineering is a form of science.
Okay.
It is. That's how you get cell phones. That's how you get internet. That's how you get Zoom apps and
we got different types of engineering.
different type. There's only engineers, man. What are you talking about? A biblical engineer? What is a biblical engineer gonna do? And what we have different types of engineering.
Yeah.
Tell me how. What's engineering is engineering as far as I'm concerned.
No, it's not.
You tell me the difference.
Everybody go to everybody don't go to school for be the same type of engineer.
I never said they did.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is engineering is still engineering. There are specialists.
Okay.
They're different specialists, but they all engineers.
Engineering, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the same thing with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. I don't think anybody listening to what you're saying.
You keep jumping around. We was on science. Now we on board. Bill, not a bullshit guy. He's an engineer. Okay, he's an engineer. And what he engineering? Some bullshit.
So let me ask you this. Do you believe that the moon is connected to the earth due to gravitational pull?
If them scientists said it was, it is, I guess so.
I'm asking what your opinion is. How is it really done? Because they lying. So how is it really done?
Put it up there for a reason.
Why do the earth keep rotating around the sun?
What's something you don't believe in? You know what I mean? So what I'm saying,
how about you listen for a second? How about you, Ski? How about you listen and you answer questions directly for once?
I don't believe in none of that. You don't believe in that. You think that's something?
You ain't even listening, man. You ain't even listening. You just deep in your emotions and you spattering out whatever you can to try to filibuster because you ain't got the answers to my questions and you know it.
There you go. You keep drilling me. What you think about?
Listen, I give you a whole bunch of chances to answer a question directly.
Gravity, because gravity. Who gave you gravity? Who gave you that?
What do you mean? Who gave you gravity? Gravity been here before the solar system.
That's a made-up word.
Gravity is a law of nature, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's Bill Nye again.
It ain't no Bill Nye. Gravity was here long before a Bill or a Nye. Okay. Yeah, gravity was here long before any scientist, as a matter of fact. Okay, that's why the moon is around the earth. That's why the earth goes around the sun. We stuck to it. That's why they call it a solar system, because everything in it stuck to it. Due to gravitational pull.
Gave us a spinning ball and a bunch of spinning balls because on the circle of the earth.
We on a spinning ball, bro. We on a spinning ball.
You know, and he's sitting on his throne, and earth is footstool. You know, that's what they don't believe in. They believe in that other character, that's fallen, that's within the firmament. You know, because nobody leaving out the firmament. These heathens ain't going nowhere. Don't let Bill Nye and the bullshit.
I told you there we got robots on Mars. Now, from what I understand, y'all said the firmament, the Mars wasn't in the firmament. So you got some explaining to do. You got some serious explaining to do. Anyway, we ran out of time.
Mars. Elon Musk going to Mars. Huh?
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Since the BMR covered it, now it's official. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Y'all put in the comments, is it flat or is it round? I done played my case. Y'all complete y'all. See you in the next one. Peace.